So in terms of the Wyndham Way study area, basically, I'm not sure how familiar people are with kind of major projects, but obviously it's a major project. The town council voted to join the partnership with North Somerset and Aberdeen Standard, representing Phoenix Life last year sometime. And there is an MOU, which is a Memorandum of Understanding, which basically explains that it's a partnership. There's obviously a clause about working together, collaborating, about being as transparent and open and communicating with the community. There's obviously an assistant clause which is around confidentiality, so sensitive commercial information is not divulged. But obviously, without agreement of the steering group, so that's what we signed up to. Like any major project, there's a kind of at the beginning. There's a lot of ideas. The steering group so far, the last one had a workshop. It was an idea concept generation kind of session around sustainability and climate and movement and connections. So it was very much an idea generation, partly picking up on the over 300 comments that have been received on the consultation site. There's another workshop this coming week on Friday, which is going to be around the workspaces, commercial housing, and general infrastructure in the widest sense that would be needed to support such a development. So at the moment, we're still, like any project, in the idea generation stage. So we're expecting a draft, or stage one. This is stage one, early days. Draft report in February, which should give some idea of potential housing numbers, businesses, etc. Maybe one or two options, but we don't know exactly what it's going to form as yet. That's going to go through a review process, obviously at Aberdeen. Phoenix Life will need to know that it's commercially viable. North Somerset, obviously, has got some requirements. That's what we do in Portishead, so that'll be coming to the public. I would aim probably for a public meeting in March. That's all part of the stage one process. Despite whatever rumours you may have heard from North Somerset, there is no done deal, because as probably people would be aware, the property market is extremely volatile at the moment, and it could be that the Aberdeen Phoenix Life say, well, actually, this is just not viable, so the project may get paused.
Really?
Yeah, really, yeah.
No, really.
And so that could happen. And yes, that is really. So that's obviously a potential. They run a business, so they're going to look at the viability. That's what business people do. But obviously, it could go forward, but we don't know exactly what form that will be. But clearly, as part of a stage two, if it does go forward, we would expect to see some design options being developed. And at that point, there would be a much more rigorous, detailed consultation. And this will be well before any planning application is submitted. Okay, so that's basically if I just outline the process. So the reason there's not much said at the moment is there's actually not that much to say. So there we go. That's a summary of that particular project. Okay. All right. Thank you. Tanya.
Sorry, can I just mention that it's not Phoenix Life, it's Aberdeen Standard Investments.
Yeah, I think they're working on behalf of...
They might be, but it's Aberdeen Standard Investments.
Yeah, they're working on behalf of Phoenix Life.
Can we remind people to put their videos on, please, when they speak?
Well, it's an optional thing. If people want to, they will. If they don't have to.
It's a public meeting for councillors, it is.
Sorry, we're not arguing about that. That is
not great communication, guys, and we can't see you.
Well,
Annette, just to clarify, I'm on a work laptop.